Hey, what's up everybody? In today's video, I'm going to show you some general strategies and defensive option selects to beat some of the most annoying moves in this game. Let's get right into it with Rashid. So Rashid has a strong three-way mix when he has you in the corner. Off a hard Arabian Cyclone, Rashid can go for an overhead, a low, or an empty jump into throw. Now this might seem like a pure guess, but it's actually not. That's because the overhead attack comes out a few frames before the throw. If we fuzzy guard, we can block both pretty easily. But what's a fuzzy guard? Well, a fuzzy guard is an FGC term that means quickly alternating your block from high to low or vice versa to guard against high-low mix-ups. This is what your input should look like. Record Rashid doing heavy Arabian Cyclone, fly, then set one slot to the overhead and the other to the low. Practice your fuzzy guard timing until you can block this mix consistently. Now that you've got that down, let's look at his empty jump throw option. To beat this, all we have to do is add a delayed throw tech to the end of our fuzzy guard. This will protect you from an overhead, low, and the empty jump throw. Add the empty jump throw to recording slot 3 and practice a delayed throw tech after your fuzzy guard. These practice settings will really help you against Rashid players, so practice it well. Next up is Jamie, and more specifically, how to beat Jamie players who love to mash on standing hard punch during your pressure. Jamie's standing hard punch has really fast startup and a bit of a weird hitbox, so it'll often interrupt you when trying to pressure with light attacks. One thing that does seem to work well across most of the cast is to do 2 lights into a 5-frame crouching light kick. This should catch the startup of Jamie's standing hard punch in situations where a third 4-frame light attack would get interrupted. You don't get much reward for this option, but it does work with most of the cast, so try this if you want an easy, reliable defensive option. Some characters, like Guile, can use very specific light attack sequences followed by a crouching medium punch to beat Jamie's standing hard punch. Now this is very character specific, so make sure you go into training mode and figure out what kind of light sequences you can use with your main character to beat standing hard punch. And some characters with really long crouching light punches, like Akuma, don't even need to worry about it at all because they can just chain 3 light punches and it'll beat Jamie's standing hard punch every time. And lastly, you could always go for a perfect parry against this move. Just remember that if you do perfect parry the first hit, you'll have to push a 5-frame or faster button in order to hit him before the second hit comes out. If you use a 6-frame, you will trade with the third hit of this move. Alternately, after you perfect parry the first hit, you could always just go for a drive impact to beat Jamie clean. And then finally, just for fun, here's a really specific counterplay you can use with Jury. After doing 2 lights, if you backdash, you'll actually be plus 10 if Jamie decides to mash on standing hard punch, which means you can go for a standing hard punch or crouching medium kick punish against this. What some Jamie players like to do is go for a drive impact after the second hit of standing hard punch to catch you by surprise, but don't worry because there's an easy option select you can use against this. Only the second hit of standing hard punch is special cancelable, so all you need to do is to push DI right after the second hit is blocked. If Jamie goes for the DI cancel, yours will come out, but if he doesn't go for the cancel, your DI won't come out. There's really no reason not to use this option select, so make sure you practice the timing in training mode because it can be a little bit awkward to feel out at first. Next, let's check what we can do against Zangief's standing hard punch, both the uncharged and charged versions. Now ideally, you want to perfect parry this attack, but sometimes the Zangief player will misspace it and it whiffs. That's why you always want to hold down the parry button and then go for a neutral drive rush when you see this move whiff. Reacting can be hard at first, but if you make 2 recordings like the ones you see here in this video, you'll get better at reacting to whiff punishing both versions of Gief's standing hard punch in no time. Cammy got a really annoying set play option off of her hard punch target combo in Season 2. After the target combo, Cammy can do her medium command jump and either hit you with a high, a low, or a feint. There are 3 general things you can do to beat these options. Your first option is to do a 6-frame reversal. This beats both the overhead and the low, but it'll lose to the feint cancel. If you have an invulnerable 6-frame reversal, this is a good choice. The second thing you can do is to parry. Now of course, perfect parry is best, but regular parry will still protect you from both the high and low mix-up options because you don't have to choose which way you block when you're parrying. Just remember that blocking the overhead will leave you at +1, but blocking the low will leave you at -3. Be careful though, because Cammy can throw your parry for big damage if she goes for the feint cancel. And last, the third option is just good old-fashioned reactions. You can react to the high and low if you watch Cammy closely in the air. It's hard to do if you haven't labbed it in training mode, but it is possible to do, so spend some time practicing reacting to both the high and the low options. Next up is Lily doing heavy attacks to either the light or hard version of her wind charge. Lily players love to mix you up and confuse you by doing a heavy attack into heavy wind charge or light wind charge. Now the heavy version has an attack follow-up while the light version does not. Both versions can be beaten with a parry neutral drive rush option select. First thing you're going to want to do is to learn the timing for parry or perfect parry versus the hard wind charge. Once you've got that down, set a recording with a light wind charge and turn it on, but this time, always hold down the parry button and buffer in a drive rush right after you push parry. This will let you parry the heavy version, but get an option selected drive rush if Lily goes for the light version. The timing isn't easy, but this is the best way to stop both options from Lily without having to guess at all. Marisa's medium punch target combo into command grab, or crouching light kick, or another medium punch target combo. To defend against this, we have 3 general options. First, if you don't have a DP and don't want to spend drive gauge, I recommend pushing crouching light kick after the drive rush cancel. This will beat the command grab and auto block any crouching light kicks or crouching light punches from Marisa, but do keep in mind that it loses to a standing medium punch. Your second option is to do a DP option select reversal. This is a foolproof defensive option against drive rush since it'll only come out if Marisa goes for the command grab or standing medium punch after drive rush since there is a gap. Just make sure you always end the DP motion on down forward because this will let you auto block the low crouching light kick. If you do a DP motion and end on forward, you'll stand and eat the low even though it's a true block string. Now if you play a charge character like Guile or DJ, just make sure you return to down as soon as you can after inputting your reversal to avoid getting hit by the crouching light kick. And your third and final option is to option select a super. This is the same idea as the DP option select, but this works for characters who don't have non-super reversals. The timing is pretty tight, so make sure you practice this quite a bit before trying it out in a match. Manon's standing medium punch, drive rush cancel into crouching medium punch, back hard punch, or drive rush into command grab. So this is a 2-part option select. You can option select a backdash to avoid an immediate command grab mix-up and then whiff punish it. Backdashing or command grab is better than neutral jumping because a good Manon player will anti-air you for neutral jumping if they didn't go for the command grab. If Manon goes for a crouching medium punch follow-up instead after a drive rush, you can block it and then do a 4-frame jab to stop a greedy back hard punch. This will lose, however, to Manon players who frame trap with crouching light kick after crouching medium punch. It's not that bad though, since her combo damage off lights is really low, so it's good to take the risk of getting hit sometimes by this. Plus, you should try your best to discourage Manon players from going for free fake mix-ups. Make her work for those command grabs. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel because it really helps support me as a content creator. And thank you so much for watching. Until next time, take care.